someone in patient accounts about that. Just one moment, please. Oh, well, hello, Mrs. Weber.
Have we met?
Well, I'm Georgia Price. We met the day of Diana Taylor's memorial service.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm afraid my mind was a little foggy that day.
Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I'm looking for Amy Vining. Is she working here today?
Well, she was here for a few hours this morning, but I think she just went off duty a short while ago. She had an appointment at the university, I think.
It's a shame I missed her.
Well, she may still be in the hospital. Why don't you try the nurse's locker room? She might still be changing.
All right, thank you.
Do you know where the locker room is?
I'll find it.
She really got to me with that thing about if I had a daughter and had lost her.
Lesley, she was willing to abide by Jeff's decision. He is still not ready to tell her where he is. It is that simple.
But she always was a good game player.
Oh, yeah.
Rick, Lesley.
Hi.
I'm sorry if I seem surprised. They're waiting out here.
Well, she was here. She left just a few minutes ago. I think we need to talk about that.
All right, let's go into my office.
Thank you.
By the way, I just finished talking to Jeff on the phone. In fact, Heather was in my office when the call came through.
Yes, we know.
Heather told you?
Yes, she did.
I'm afraid I was a bit thrown by Heather's visit. She wanted to know if I'd changed my mind and let her know where Jeff is.
Oh, that's not exactly the story she gave us.
Oh? What did she say?
She said she wanted to see you about a job.
A job?
Yeah, she says she wants to be financially independent. And so she thought she'd ask you about a job.
Well, maybe she was going to get around to that eventually. Anyway, when I got the call from Jeff, I obviously couldn't speak freely with her in the room, so I asked her to step outside for a minute.
Yes, she told us, and I guess we arrived just about that time, sort of.
Did something happen?
I would say so. She was on one of your phone lines trying to have a call traced. The call from Jeff.
You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. I got here just in time to talk to the operator who said, no, you can't trace an incoming call.
My word.
I think that story about a job is just a smokescreen to cover her.
Heather hasn't changed one bit, has she? She's still the same devious girl who trapped my son into marriage.
Amy? Amy, are you in here? Amy?
Audrey, why did I ever buy these shoes?
Well, because they're kind of attractive. That's why you bought them.
No, but they're half a size too small.
You mean you let the salesman talk you into them?
Well, they said they gotta be snug, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, well, I don't mind waiting while you change them.
Oh, thank goodness I got a pair in my locker.
Yeah, I'm sure Jessie would be very pleased, too. I don't think she'd want to see you walking down the halls of the hospital barefoot.
No, I don't think she'd like that either.
Certainly is good news about Rick and Jeff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, about that citation, sure is.
It's quite an honor to get an award like that from the sheriff's department.
Yeah, as Jessie put it, Rick was quite thrown when he saw the deputy sheriff standing outside waiting for him.
Really? Oh, I wish I could have seen his face.
She said it was priceless.
You know, really, the whole hospital should be proud of the both of them. If they hadn't happened on to that three-car collision, why, some of those accident victims might not have survived.
Yeah, I heard a nurse at Forest Hills was there to help, too.
Yes, I heard that, too.
Well, I suppose she'll be getting a citation, too, along with the rest of them, huh?
Mm-hmm. I was very pleased to hear that.
Yep. Me, too.
Oh, I'm sorry I shouldn't have brought it up.
I'm okay.
Are you really?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just have to stop relating everything to Heather.
Try and stop that.
I know, every time I hear about the citation, and I have heard several people mention it this morning, I just can't help thinking that Rick and Jeff would never have been at that accident site if they weren't on the way to see Heather with the news that Diana told them about PJ.
You're going to be hearing a lot about that, so why don't you just try thinking about how proud you are of Jeff?
Yeah, I try. I just miss him a lot. I wish he was here.
Yeah, I'm sure he wishes he was here, too.
tell you, those letters and phone calls just aren't enough, Audrey. I just want to hold him in my arms.
Well, all we can do is pray that you will be with him before long.
Yeah, I'm praying. I'm praying constantly. It's just I feel that sometimes my prayers just hit the ceiling.
I wish I knew the right words to say.
There aren't any words, Audrey. Oh, maybe I'm feeling so low because I'm just not sleeping well. I'm so tired.
It's kind of a vicious cycle. You can't sleep because you worry, and then you worry too much when you can't sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, maybe I'll become a marvel of science, huh? The first human being to be able to muddle through a whole hour of sleep every night.
Oh, Anne.
Audrey, I'm sorry. I really am. The truth is, Heather is going to get out of that sanitarium on an outpatient basis, and I don't think I'm going to be able to handle it. I just don't think I'm going to be able to handle it, Audrey.
Very impressive space down here.
What'd I tell you?
You're a man of your word.
There was one day we had 3 huge banquets going on at the same time. This is a real war zone down here. But upstairs, nobody knew a thing. Everything went like clockwork.
Well, they should put you on the catering staff.
Well, I was a salesman in my younger days.
I should have guessed that. Where are the walk-ins?
The refrigerator and freezer?
Exactly.
You sound like you know your way around a kitchen.
Oh, I've spent some time in a few.
Well, they're on the other side of the kitchen, right through that swinging door.
Uh-huh.
You can go around and take a look at there if you want to.
Well, thank you, but right now I'm really taken with the pantry here.
Yeah. Pretty classy, huh?
Very. Is this the same dumbwaiter that we saw upstairs?
Mm-hmm. One and the same.
May I?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yes. Very impressive indeed.
Like I told you, we serve hundreds of people out of this kitchen.
Uh-huh. Looks good and sturdy.
Oh, it's in tip-top shape. It's got to be in A1 condition. Why, the chefs would skin me alive if anything happened to their stuff.
I'll bet they would.
Notice how clean this place is?
Yeah.
Chefs like it clean, too.
I bet. I wouldn't have expected to see a window.
Couple.
Uh-huh. I bet they're tough to clean.
Well, all part of the job.
Yes. I haven't seen a window like this in a long time.
I don't much think about it, I guess.
Well, I used to study architecture. I'm fascinated by windows.
I suppose.
Uh-huh. How does this lock?
Oh, it has an inside latch. See? Right here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There it is. Isn't that... That is fascinating. I'm absolutely... Yep, that's fascinating.
Right. Real nice. Come on.
Real nice.
Let me show you the kitchen itself.
Right. Right with you. Right with you. Oh, God. Great. Expensive mouth. You've got it covered. Perfect.
Still haven't heard from Luke.
Well, in a way, that's good news. It means he's accomplishing something. Besides, I think I know where he went.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. We had a little chat about his plans, so I'm assuming that he's simply carrying them out.
Oh, it all sounds very, very mysterious.
Yes, I suppose it does. Well, I'm sure you've wondered from time to time about what Luke's up to. I mean, he does have an office here, and he's rarely in it.
No. I've stopped wondering. I hardly ever ask questions, because when I do, I don't get answers.
Well, it'll all be over very soon. Well, about something.
Yes?
Has Robert Scorpio ever asked you about any of my business affairs? Has he ever asked you about anything?
Not particularly, no. He just, he does ask about Luke sometimes.
And of course you haven't said anything.
No, I haven't, because I don't know.
Well, I think our little project is just about finished, and I also think that Robert Scorpio is going to try extra hard to find out about what we're doing. And I just want you to be extra careful, just in case Luke lets something slip out.
Luke doesn't make slips.
Well, if Scorpio asked you anything, I'd certainly appreciate it if you'd just tell me about it. As a matter of fact, Scorpio really is rather attracted to you, and I think it would just be really nice if you'd even see more of him.
Does this go along with my job here at ELQ?
No, but I think it would certainly help.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no. Look, I'll do whatever you want me to do here in the office. But I date whom I please.
I'm afraid I'm not very objective about this whole situation with Heather.
The whole situation is extremely emotional, Steve.
My main concern right now is Anne.
Why? Has something happened?
As a matter of fact, it has.
What?
What?
Well, I didn't say anything to Jeff on the phone about it because I didn't want to upset him, but Anne's been having some terrible nightmares lately.
About Heather.
And about Diana and Jeff, too. But the main problem is Heather.
Has she told you more about them?
Well, this morning, for instance, she dreamed that Heather was in her bedroom, holding a gun on her, threatening to kill her.
Oh, my.
She woke up screaming, "Stay away from me, Heather, stay away from me."
Did Jeremy hear that?
Yes, we all did. We went rushing into her room, and you can imagine how much it upset Jeremy to see her that way.
Of course.
Oh, she tried to cover up as much as she could, but I don't think she really succeeded.
Well, I think all in all, Anne is basically a strong person.
Well, yes and no. In public, she puts up a pretty good front. But when she's at home, I can see her falling apart right before my eyes.
Well, of course, Steve. Someone wrote her name in blood trying to blame her for Diana's death, but no one knows who the killer is yet.
Do you think she would see anybody on staff here?
We have an excellent psychiatric staff, Steve.
I haven't approached her with that yet. I was hoping she'd talk to you, Rick. She can't go on this way much longer.
Is there anything at all I can do?
Just keep on being supportive, the way you have been. That's all any of us can do. Well, on the brighter side of things, let's get to why I asked to see you. Your commendation. Congratulations.
That whole situation embarrasses me, okay?
Oh, you shouldn't be. We're all very proud of you and Jeff.
Did you tell him about it?
Well, I couldn't hold off telling him. I'm sorry.
Well, he's the real hero. I mean, especially the way he performed that night under the circumstances.
Well, strangely enough, he called you the hero.
I gotta tell you, the entire male side of that family is impossible.
He said he wanted his big brother to pick up his plaque for him.
Well, I'll be happy to do that, of course.
As I understand it, it's going to be quite a ceremony.
Yeah, well, I've never been very good at those things.
He'll
so-
show up.
All right, I'll be there. I mean, it's not just Jeff and myself. It's also the nurse from Forest Hill. She's going to be recognized as well.
Oh, yes, but you'll have the biggest cheering section.
Can we leave this man to run this hospital, please?
Yes, I do have a hospital to run. But once again, Rick, congratulations.
You're most welcome.
Well, you're welcome. Would you just keep me posted on Anne?
I certainly will, then.
Thanks.
Well, I think these will be a lot better.
Thank you for waiting while I took so long.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't have a class for another hour.
I'll just put these away.
Okay. Oh. It's all right. I'll get them. Here you are.
Thank you.
Oh, Anne.
I'm sorry, Audrey.
Oh, listen, there's nothing for you to be sorry about. And will you stop trying to be so strong? Hmm?
I just promised Jeff I'd be all right.
You're being too hard on yourself.
I know, but I can't sleep. I can't get through a day without crying.
Because you miss Jeff, and you're having to face all of this by yourself.
Yeah. I thank you and Steve, for trying to help.
You need Jeff. I think we all know that.
Oh, what I need is to get away, Aud. I just feel like taking Jeremy and running away somewhere. Anywhere. I don't care. Anywhere.
Oh,